the hottest city on Earth. Furnace Creek, where the sun has no mercy. There are places on Earth that welcome life. Places where rain falls gently. Where trees grow tall. Where humans thrive without fear. And then, there are places like this. A land so hot, so unforgiving, that silence itself feels dangerous. A place where the sun does not shine, it attacks. Where the ground burns. Where the air suffocates. Where survival is never guaranteed. This is Furnace Creek, in Death Valley, California. The hottest place ever recorded on Earth. Not a legend. Not a rumor. A fact written in history, and sealed in heat. A valley born to burn. Long before humans ever stepped foot here. Before names, before borders, before history. The Earth itself was at war. Tectonic plates shifted violently. The land cracked. Mountains rose like walls. And a massive basin collapsed inward. What formed was a valley so deep it sank 282 feet below sea level, the lowest point in North America. Heat fell in. But it could not escape. Surrounded by towering mountains, the valley became a trap, a natural furnace. Sunlight pours in relentlessly. Hot air compresses. Winds die before they can cool the land. Rain almost never comes. Day after day. Year after year. Century after century. The heat stayed. Waiting. The first humans WHO dared stay. To the modern world, Death Valley looks empty. But it never was. More than 1,000 years ago, the Timbisha Shoshone people lived here, not as conquerors, but as students of the land. They didn't fight the heat. They understood it. They moved with the seasons. They knew which plants held water. They memorized hidden springs. They traveled higher when the valley burned, and returned when it cooled. They called this land Tumpisa, rock paint. To them, it was not a place of death. It was a place of balance. Their survival was a warning to the future. The desert only kills those who disrespect it. The mistake that named a valley. In 1849, ambition blinded reason. Gold had been discovered in California. Dreams of wealth drove thousands west. One group of settlers searched for a shortcut. They entered the valley. What followed was horror. Wagons sank into salt flats. Animals collapsed. Water disappeared. The sun punished every step. People wandered for days, disoriented, dehydrated, desperate. Some barely escaped. As they finally left, one woman looked back and whispered words that would echo forever. Goodbye, Death Valley. The name remained. And fear followed it. The birth of Furnace Creek. Despite the fear, humans returned. Not for comfort, but for profit. Beneath the valley lay borax, a valuable mineral used for cleaning, glass, and industry. Miners arrived in the late 1800s. The heat was merciless. Metal tools burned skin. Water boiled in containers. Men collapsed under the sun. The land felt like standing inside an oven. A furnace. Thus, the name was born. Furnace Creek. A place named after the pain it inflicted. The day the world melted. July 10, 1913. The sun rose early, and angry. By morning, the air shimmered. By noon, the heat became unreal. By afternoon, history was written. The thermometer climbed to 56.7 degrees Celsius, 134 degrees Fahrenheit. The highest air temperature ever recorded on Earth. Witnesses reported birds falling mid-flight, grass turning brown in hours, metal objects impossible to touch. Breathing felt like inhaling fire. Even today, scientists struggle to imagine it. Over 100 years later, no place has surpassed it. Why this place is unmatched? Many places on Earth are hot. But Furnace Creek is different. It sits below sea level. Mountains trap hot air. Skies are almost always clear. Rain is nearly non-existent. Winds are weak and rare. Every factor works together perfectly to create the most extreme heat environment on the planet. This is not chance. It is design. Chapter 7. Life at the Edge of Survival, minute 22 to 25. Despite everything, people still live here. Park rangers, scientists, workers. Their lives follow strict rules. No hiking after morning hours. Water carried everywhere. Vehicles monitored constantly. Emergency rescues common. Every year, tourists underestimate the valley. Every year, the valley reminds them who is in control. Chapter 8. The Desert That Teaches Science, minute 25 to 27. Furnace Creek is now a classroom. Scientists study it to understand climate extremes, human heat tolerance, future global warming risks, conditions similar to Mars. NASA tests equipment here. Because if technology survives Furnace Creek, it can survive anywhere. Life that refused to die. Against all odds, life exists. Tiny fish survive in boiling springs. Foxes hunt only at night. Lizards dance between shadow and sun. Plants store water like treasure. Life adapts. Life endures. Even here. The warning written in heat. Furnace Creek does not chase humans. It does not threaten. It simply exists. Patient. Ancient. Unforgiving. As the world grows hotter, this valley becomes a warning, a glimpse into our future. A reminder that nature always has the final word. Because in Furnace Creek, the sun does not compromise. And it never will.